years around. We are talking to Alan Watt, cuttingthroughthematrix.com. Alan, I wanted to get your take on agenda21. If you could, start from the beginning. What is it? Who's behind it? And what does it mean for us?
It came out really from a Rockefeller-funded organization and a Rockefeller-funded man who's a top man at the United Nations, Maurice Strong, who started up the Rio Earth Summit, where every insect and animal and tree and blade of grass was given special rights, but what wasn't given any rights at all were humans. Again, it blossomed into other parts of the same agenda at the United Nations. And Agenda 21 essentially is a plan for this century. This is the century of change that he kept telling us about in the 20th century, but wouldn't explain to us. It's the change into the planned, sustainable society, where everyone is to get moved off into, one way or another, into the big overcrowded cities for a generation while they gradually die off. During that time, they will implement, as I say, mandatory sterilization. I've had this in the newspapers in Britain, by the way, front pages, that they're calling and trying to raise the red flag for mandatory sterilization. And eventually, your priority for breeding will be on selection based on your genetic heritage, your status in society, meaning your value to the present system. And eventually, you won't be even born or conceived or born unless they have a room for you, a job for you to serve the world state. It's to be a world of service. And that is why Obama and Brown in England and Harper in Canada have put forth these same agendas to do with mandatory voluntary service. This is the start. Once it's on the books, like all laws, it will expand to be for a minimum of 2 years, then it will go up to 5 years, etc., etc. Then it will be gradually on and off for the rest of your life. This is all part of the training of a world society into world service, serving the world state. Yeah.